This is the Mata Nui Online Game. It was developed by Templar Studios on contract for LEGO, and it was released throughout 2001 incrementally. The first increment was released on January 1st of 2001. You can download this game from the Biomedia project. There are two, I guess you could call them, I don't know what to call them. There are two versions that are hosted. One of them is the same files that were hosted on lego.com in 2006. So as far as I understand it, that was what Templar intended to be a physical disc release of MNOG. MNOG is the abbreviation for Mata Nui Online Game thrown around by fans. However, LEGO didn't go along with Templar's proposal. But they hosted the files that would go on that physical disk for MNOG on lego.com in 2006 for you to download. And that's the version that has the level selection in it. The second version is a reconstruction of what you would play if you were to play MNOG in 2001. And that second version is the one I'm playing right now. And the reason is I already have a Let's Play of MNOG on my YouTube channel. And I'm doing these Let's Plays I'm doing now, I call them BIONICLE Games Review, because I personally think that a lot of those Let's Plays that I have up on my channel of BIONICLE games aren't really that good, and I like to make them slightly better. The thing is, though, my Let's Play of MNOG isn't really that bad. And so I kind of, to justify this, have to do something slightly differently. So I'm playing a different version of MNOG than I did then. So then I did the 2006 version. Today I'm doing the 2001 version. So I'm just switching versions just to make it a little bit different. The first time I played MNOG was in 2006, and it was the 2006 version. And I managed to play all the way through on the 2006 version. So the 2001 version does not have a level select, so you just start it up and here you are. So let's dig in here. This full screen's the game. That'll mess up the proportions on my recording, I believe. Let's see here. What that did to me. No, that's not that bad. Let me check again. No, that's not that bad. Okay, that's fine. Settings in, I guess we're going to do it 30 FPS, and we're going to do it in English as opposed to Deutsch. Oh, this is cool. Okay. And this just refreshes. So, the first increment was released, as I said, on January 1st of 2001. When it was released, Gali did not appear on the beach. And so Gali wouldn't be here. And so just as kind of like a traditional Let's Play organization, I'm not going to talk to... This is not Gali, this is Maku. I'm not going to talk to Maku yet. So I'm just going to explore what you could explore in January 1st of 2001, which was the telescope and the Magi Circle. So we're going to go to each of those. I have not played this 2001 reconstruction before, so this is going to be not really, I wouldn't say new to me, because, I mean, they aren't very much different. between this and the 2006 version, but I mean, slightly new. Let's see, arriving on the beach, canisters is, so program 1 should be, we should see stars like these 4 stars around the red star. Let's see if that actually is the case. I believe this thing does, the 2006 version, this doesn't work very well. So we see a big star, 3 big stars here. So we see kind of this cluster. Let's see if any of the clusters resemble that. I guess that's the second one, mostly. Of course, there's only 3 stars underneath. This is going really far ahead here. Yeah, let's look at the end. This is a bow rock, right? Huh. Yeah, I never managed to figure out how to get this to actually show the... So right there. Oh, it's the big stars you're looking for, right? So it's these ones. Oh. Yeah, looking at those big stars, looks like we're at the Makuta one. Oops. No, we're actually at the top of the formation. Huh. Oh well, I never managed to figure out how to read this telescope and what happens if when you read the telescope after all of the programs are released. I presume you'd be this one would be the one you'd see, but I'm seeing one where the red star's at the top of the formation, so it doesn't really make a lot of sense. It's on the top of the formation here, but this pattern I don't really see it, so don't know what's going on there. I presume this is where the red star goes down in here in order to make the Makuta one, though. And there we have that. Now, I'm going to continue this way first before I start talking about that. So when you went here in January of 2001, you wouldn't have been able to progress past this point, implying that there's a river of lava going through here that blocks your way. But after February 1st of 2001, you could then proceed this way and get to the entrance to Takoro. That little cutscene you got, if you saw Tahu's silhouette and clicked on it, that wasn't in the 2000 release, the 2006 intended to be physical release. So you wouldn't see it, you just click right through to here without seeing it. But then when you finally got the Book of Chronicles, after you've solved Program 4, you would then see it in the Book of Chronicles. You'd be like, huh, that's funny, I never saw that, but it's here in my Book of Chronicles as the first entry. Or actually, I think it would be the second entry, beyond the Legend of Mata Nui with the stones. And it would be there, but you wouldn't have seen it beforehand. But in this 2001 reconstruction version, you are given that cutscene, I guess. As I go into the Charred Forest here, I noticed there was a Linux release of this on the Biomedia project. So that's the way I came in. I decided to download that on my Linux side, and I have a hard drive with a Linux booter installed. It's the easy Linux, Ubuntu, and it ran. But if my video driver was the open source driver that comes on Ubuntu, so the X driver, it would run fine. If I was using an NVIDIA display driver, it would have some strange artifacting around the mouse pointer. And these turn around sort of, well, they don't happen in the Charred Forest, but those that mouse that shows up when you pan your cursor to the side, that allows you to turn around, that was really causing a lot of artifacting. It's like, this is strange, this is Flash Player, I wouldn't assume that its behavior would be so dependent on your display driver, but it is. And you could think, okay, so just play it on the open source display driver. Well, if I wanted to record it on Linux, I would use OBS. And if I don't use an NVIDIA display driver, there were several versions, but this applied to all of them, OBS would crash. Of course, I just thought what would happen is you wouldn't be able to use the real-time hardware encoder on the GPU if you weren't using a GPU driver, but you could still CPU encode, which if you're playing just MNOG, is a perfectly acceptable way to encode. However, OBS just crashes. It doesn't even let you CPU encode if you don't use an NVIDIA display driver. So, I'm back here, I'm back to the beginning again. So I couldn't get this, so I wanted to just kind of an experiment to record this on Linux. This is like as a change, just to do it. But I couldn't pull it off, and that might be an application for an AMD graphics card, would be to record MNOG on Linux. But I don't have an AMD graphics card, so I couldn't try that. Here, I'm looking for Kapura, primarily. I mean, the exit to Takoro, I want to find that too, but I want to find Kapura first. It's right here. Hear his footsteps. Oh, here he is. I am Kapura. Are you the Makuta? What is the Makuta? If you do not know what is the Makuta, then I guess you are not it. That is good. Jala says I have to be careful of the Makuta when I am in the forest. He says the Makuta is everywhere. He means Rahi, monsters, things you can see. But I know the Makuta is here now, in these burnt trees and in the dead soil. All of these things were destroyed by the Makuta, but the Makuta never left them. That is how he becomes strong. That is what the Makuta does. He destroys things. And throughout 2001, the Makuta really wasn't described in any way besides this. It was just a kind of a mystical thing. It was kind of like the yang of yin and yang. He was kind of like the dark, like the thing that balances the creation. You have to destroy in order to create, right? He wasn't given like a physical body and made into like a character that was more tangible until 2003. I think the forest looks very beautiful this way too. And when it burned, you could see all the fires perform in their great takara all the way to the sea, and it was very beautiful. Yeah, takara is the Matoran word for dance, which early in 2001 they thought they were going to use a lot, but they turned out not to use it a lot. What are you doing? I am practicing. Veikama says that even though I am slow, I may be faster than all the others, and travel very far. He says I must practice. Jella says I am being silly. I practice often. Where am I? You are where you are. If I practice, I can be where I am not. I think I can feel it. It is hot here where I am, but where I am not, it is cold. I think I can feel it. I must practice more. The island has many places to visit. I want to see all of them, but the others do not like to travel. Mata Nui is very big. Veikama says that in the beginning of time, Mata Nui fell from the sky and landed here. The Makuta came after him and made him fall asleep, and sent his monsters out across the world to control it, and destroy its beautiful things, and to make the Tahunga his slaves. Veikama has told us to wait for more creatures to fall from the sky. Who will save us? I think one of them landed on the beach. I saw it fall when I was practicing before. Veikama knows more. You should talk to him. He lives in Takoro. Goodbye. Goodbye. Okay. Let's find a way out of here. Any way would work. Now that was kind of like a turning around. Wow. Now Kapura's everywhere. Up, and here we are. Jella says we've got to keep a sharp eye out for Wahi. Oops. Jella says we got to keep a sharp lookout for Rahi. Why can't the... Oh, there you go. The bridge is down. Use the winch room. Okay. And this is the North March. We can't actually go there yet, but this guy will say something. Oh, goodness. Only guards may pass. It has to do with me using 30 FPS mode. They're hard to click on, these guys. Okay. We have lost communications with Gakoro. I have no Tahunga to spare for a reconnaissance unit. There are never enough warriors to send against the Rahi. You look stout, traveler. You should consider a career in the guard. What is a Rahi? The Rahi serve the Makuta. They are honorable beasts. Oh. Quite the opposite. They are horrible beasts. Ruthless and fierce. Some can fly. Others walk along the ground. Some, I have heard, even tunnel beneath it. You have battled many of them. Or we have. I mean, he has too, but we have. In recent times, they have become bolder and have forced us back to here. Takoro used to reach out all the way to the coast. The charred jungle used to be a green, peaceful place, but in the fury of our battles, it was burnt. But we are the Takoro Tahunga, and we will not surrender. And now Tahu, the great fire spirit, has come to lead us against them. They can attack at any time, although always when it is least expected. Yep, this is the 2000... In the original, in 2001... the villagers were named the Tahunga. Then the Maori sued Lego, and Lego changed the name to Matoran. That is why we must always be on guard. I have studied them extensively. It is possible that they once were normal creatures, like the others that inhabit Mata Nui, until the Makuta turned them, although I'm not certain of this. This is kind of first installment weirdness. Jala would be certain of this, as we know the canon when it was finalized, because he experienced 1,000 years of them being normal before Makuta turned them dark. So the Rahi were there on the island for those 1,000 years, and then the Makuta just gave them infected masks, which made them serve the Makuta. The Makuta did not introduce them. But I think as Templar Studios was concerned, they only thought of it as the Rahi were introduced at the beginning of this, whatever year you would use in the Bionicle Matoran universe calendar. If it is true, there may be another way to fight them. Until then, we must patrol our stockades and our trenches day and night and keep the guard fires burning. Yeah, again, this is kind of a first installment weirdness. They would have known that to free them, they would just need to take off their infected masks. Who are you? I am Jala, captain of the guard. It is my job to protect the city against the Rahi. I knew they were getting stronger, but no one in the city believed me until the beasts overran the Trin Crom readout. Yeah. And also of note, later media spells Jala's name as Jaller, because again, they stole a Maori name. I lost a lot of good warriors that day. Then Tahu arrived, and now we know why the Rahi are on the move. Vekama says he'll save us, but I don't see the point in putting all our hope in him. You can never have too much security. And then, I don't know if it's canon that any of the Matoran on Mata Nui died during this. I'm thinking they all survived. So I'm not exactly sure if Jala losing a lot of warriors is actually canon. What is Takoro? Takoro is the city in the Great Lake of Fire, in the shadow of the Manjai, the great volcano. This fortress guards the bridge to it. Many Tohunga live there. Surely you've heard of it. Most of the people in Takoro farm the lava fields to the north, beneath the Mangai. Many are surfers riding the lava rapids for sport. Our people are the most courageous warriors of all of Mata Nui, and we are not afraid to challenge the Makuta's beasts if we must. Note that I don't know what lava farming entails, nor what the point of it is. But we cannot confront the enemy alone. I do not have faith in the other cities of Mata Nui. If they do not join with us in the defense, we will all perish, Toa or not. But I don't have faith that they will, so I believe we will all going to perish, apparently. Goodbye, thank you. May Tahu protect you, traveler. We did not ask Jala's permission to do that, we just did it. Okay. With all the ash and smoke around here, it's hard to keep the shrine clean. The shrine is where Tahu will bring the Kanohi. Want to give us a hand? A farmer's work is never done. It's up to us to farm all the heat in Takoro. The Rahi have taken the Trin Crom break. No more farming up there. Lava surfing is dangerous, but fun. I wonder if this updates. Okay. This guy doesn't say anything. So you can, if you were to start playing MNOG after July 11th, you would be able to go into here just like you can see now. But until then, until July, this would have been closed off by some sort of door. I can go in there, but I'm not going to. This guy just salutes you. Here we go. So, you have found your way back after all. You are brave. I do not know what brought you to the city, but you should take care. There are some who remember you. The temper of the Takoro Tohunga boils as swiftly as the great Magi in whose shadow we live. You know what? I didn't actually pay too much attention to this before, so there are Matoran in Takoro who are mad at Takua. Like, they Huh. That's weird. I wouldn't know why. I wouldn't see any evidence of that in the legend of, no, is it Tales of the Tahunga? Of course, the Tamatoran were very, I don't know, mean, but Takua didn't do anything really to make them mad at him. He didn't like mess up or anything. But in all this, our first hour of hope, you may find the villagers' patience to be greater than usual. Yes, there is hope in Takoro. Tahu is here. It was Jala who found him. He caught him in a trap intended for Rahi. It was almost the end for my brave captain and his famous guard. As I said, the first time I recorded playing MNOG, the first time I played MNOG, I didn't understand that was supposed to be a fart joke. Not until I read on BZ Power or something, the expression that BIONICLE started with a fart joke. And then I went, oh. Anyway, the people are elated, but I know that their courage will be tested now more than ever. Tahu's arrival marks the first step in a great struggle, and I have much to do. I'm sorry for having so little time for you. As you know, there is a lot to do. Is there anything more you would ask of me? Who are you? I am Vekama. I am the Taraga of this village. I am the Legend Keeper, the Takara leader, he of the great fire staff who farms the Magi's burning core. Have your aimless wanderings caused you to forget everything? The Takara leader, was that in the original MNOG? Was that in the MNOG, the 2006 version? Surely you still have the board that I gave you, for that was a special gift. Lava surfing is a difficult skill, so no Tahunga other than those that dwell in Takoro have knowledge of it. It would be a pity if you have forgotten it all entirely. I don't recall if in Tales of the Tahunga, Takua gets a lava board from Vekama. I thought I just kind of found it somewhere. How do you know of me? This is hardly the time for jokes. Have you forgotten all of your great deeds and also the thing that drove you away from us? Who is Tahu? He will save us. He is come from the heavens as foretold in the ancient legends of our city to battle the Makuta with his sword of fire and release us from tyranny. He is a great hero and will struggle against the Rahi of the Makuta and will face great dangers. The legends prophesy 6 heroes descended from the heavens of Mata Nui, and of them Tahu is the fiercest. But his passage to Mata Nui has left him uncertain. He has needed help to understand his long-awaited quest. I have told Tahu all I know of the legends of Mata Nui, and of the Masts of Power. I have done all I can. Now it is up to him to adventure into the wilderness and find a way to defeat the Makuta. Thank you, goodbye. Forgive me, I have much work to do. I am preparing for the arrival of another. I am not certain, but the stars have revealed a new prophecy, which I do not yet fully understand. I don't know what exactly is being referred to here. Of course, it could be Takanuva, which makes sense considering who Vekama is talking to, but that would have been, I don't know if they necessarily planned that out this early. Help! Help me, my village has been attacked! Will you help me? Who are you? My name is Maku of Gakoro. Gakoro lies between the sea and Lake Nahu down the coast. It is a great village of Minitahunga, and our leader is Taraga no Kama. I fear much has been destroyed by now. What happened? I was away when the Rahi attacked, and when I returned, the monsters were everywhere, destroying everything in sight. Nokama and the others barricaded themselves into a hut to hide, but the Rahi broke the pump, and the hut sank beneath the waves. Please, there is no time. My people are in great danger. Yes, I will help you. Go to Gakoro and find Nokama. She is very wise and might have a plan for escape. I will try to find Gali. If the Rahi are near the village, she is the only one who can defeat them. She's on a great quest and may be very far away. The only way to get to Gakoro from here is by sea, so you must take my boat, and I will search for the Toa on foot. Good luck, and tell Nokama I am safe. See if I remember this. Now, you don't have to talk to the Matoran that are submerged, but at least for Let's Play completeness, I'm going to go into some of these huts here, just to show like the destroyed conditions. Well, I can't grab it. Okay. Oh. Yeah, the 2006 release, the bag just started with you. You didn't actually pick it up in Gakoro. Now, I can get the Lightstone. Which again, the 2006 release, for some reason, just started with you, and you didn't find it in Gakoro. Don't know why. Who is that? Who's there? Hurry, my friend. You are our only hope. Maku sent me to rescue you. Maku escaped. We were so worried about her. We are trapped here underwater. The door is stuck and we can't open it. If the village pumps are repaired, the hut will rise to the surface and we can escape. The Rahi smashed them and pieces fell into the water. If you can find the missing piece and put it back in the pump machine, it will float us back up. I left a lightstone in my hut. It might help you see underwater. Please hurry. Oh, if that's her hut, this is Nokama speaking. Hold on, I'll be back. Hurry back. I don't know how much longer we can survive in here. The Rahi may return. Found ya. After the Rahi attack, there is still much work to do restoring Gakoro. Thank you saved our village, friend. Hail, hero, thanks for saving us. Now we can go back to our fishing. Come on. Here we go. I once caught a fish this big! Okay. Gotta get that line. Have you any other questions for me? The heavens are in turmoil, and I must chart their fluctuations. Who are you? I am the astrologer. I watch the stars and the water. What are you doing? I am charting changes in the skies. Many important things are happening around Mata Nui, and many more will happen. I use the telescope on the cliff. It tells what will happen and when. How do I use the telescope? It's very simple. At the base of the telescope are pictures. They are constellations, patterns of stars in the night sky, and markings that show the prophecies of legends. Each picture has a red star in it. When the red star reaches a certain place in the heavens, it means something important will happen. Here on Mata Nui, one of the prophecies. When you look through the telescope, you will see many stars, and one of them is the red star. Look at the constellations near the red star. They will look like the ones in the pictures. When the red star is exactly where it is shown in one of the pictures, then a prophecy may come true. If something changes in the sky, it's my job to change the pictures so that I can better see the future. Even though we Tahunga remember the prophecies, nothing is certain. The future can change. If you can read the numbers in the telescope, it is even easier to tell the future. Goodbye. Goodbye. It says Mata Nui right there. Wait a second. What in the world? Is that like Aquamagrina centric like model that was wrong? It's like, why is there like a circle and two like moons? It's like that's supposed to be Bara Magna, that's supposed to be Boda Magna, that's supposed to be Aqua Magna, but like that's interesting. I knew that they decided on the Great Spirit Robot at this point, but I don't think they decided that the Unity Duty Destiny symbol would represent like a planetary system. So, I haven't noticed that before. Let's try to find Maku. Heard that there's a trouble in Pokora. Oh no, poor Huki. Why does Nukama make me stay in the village at a time like this? Huki might need me. So I got two Maku with lots of love, Yuki. Thank you for rescuing us. You are bold and true to your word. All the Tahunga and Gakuro owe you their gratitude. For once I am glad that Maku has snuck away from the village so that she could find you. Your eyes are filled with questions about the mysteries of Mata Nui, my friend. Giving you some of the answers you seek is small payment for your deeds, but I offer what knowledge I can. Our astrologer has seen great changes in the skies and has read the dark future of Mata Nui. The Toa have come and begun their mighty quest to save us from the Makuta. And yet here, in the midst of the upheaval, are you, a brave wanderer in this dangerous land. Who am I? I am you! No. I think someone who plans for you. I think someone has plans for you that are greater than your stature would suggest. Perhaps you are to be a hero like the Toa, I don't know. Or literally a Toa with greater stature. The Tohunga have forgotten their civilization. Even the Turaga do not have record of all that has come before. But the ocean remembers. Like history, the water holds many secrets in its forbidden depths. It surrounds Mata Nui and covers it. It watches the island as it sleeps and remembers. It caught the Toa gently as they descended and delivered them to us. So I don't know if that was intentional or not, but yeah, the Matoran did forget their lives before Mata Nui because the sleep that the Makuta put them in wiped their memories. So they have no memory of Metru Nui. So it's canon at least. You are an absolute in these uncertain times. Your past is forgotten, and your future is an empty book. You must find your own destiny, my brave adventurer. Who is Gali? Gali is a Toa of water, the great hero of Mata Nui. Like the other Toa, she descended from the heavens to save us from the Makuta. She is wise and strong and quick. Gali is the protector of the sea and the lakes and rivers that feed it. Her mask of power lets her breathe freely beneath the waves. What of Maku? Maku often sneaks out of the village to spy on Huki, the Koli champion. She tells me she is just practicing her boating, but I know the truth, and it is far too dangerous for her to be outside the village now. For her own safety, I will forbid her to go, even though her wandering saved us this time. If in your travels to Pokoro you should meet Huki, tell her she is safe. He may have heard of the attack and will be worried. Thank you, goodbye. Good luck, brave adventurer. Well, let's go meet Huki. Okay, here we go. My friend went to Hawaii, and all I got was this lousy rock. Oh, gift shop thing. Okay. What's that? Sorry, I don't get too many travelers around Hawaii these days. What can I do for you? Need a boat? Information? A souvenir, maybe? What's Pauahi? Oh, Pauahi is, well, there's not much to it, really. Most is sand. Lots of sand. But there are the canyons, which are really pretty to look at, if the sun or the Rahi don't get you first. And the path of prophecies, which the ancient carvers made. Pokoro's a decent place, too, and don't miss the games. Most everyone around Mata Nui turns up to see a color match when they're on. Haven't been too many visitors lately, though. Goodbye. Stay out of the sun. This is the famous left Meso junction. So Pokoro that way, Quarry that way. I'm going to actually go left, unlike Meso. So I'm trying to get to Pokoro. We'll talk to Hafu first. Wow, sometimes I impress myself. So Anu Wahi's that way, Pokoro's this way. I'll trade you 2 Husi for a Maha. Take it or leave it. Oops. That's confusing. Didn't talk to all the Matoran yet. Okay. I won't talk to him yet. So we got comments. Um, make me an offer. Let's grab it. We've got Earth. Not yet. What? If we don't talk to him, we don't get a chance to? I blew it. Okay. So, to explain what I just did, that Matoran kicking around this Coolie Ball, you can talk to him, and he'll tell you they just gotta do Coolie Ball called the Comet, and it's all the rage. He traded two Husi for it, right? And then you can walk away, you can come back, and he's gone. And he left his Coolie Ball behind. However, if you don't talk to him, you miss your chance to. So, and I didn't actually remember that. So I missed a potential conversation, which isn't very good for a Let's Play. But what can I do? I mean, the game works how the game works. So. I think the conversation's in my old MNOG video. Now, let's see this guy. I love Coley, but everyone is homesick. Let's talk to Hookie. Or Hookie, because this is pre-naming day. Stay away from me. I just want to be left alone. Get out. Why are you sick? I don't know. I've been here for how many days? I'm not sure anymore. I used to know. You must go. I feel strange. No one must come here, especially Maku. Don't tell her I am ill. It will worry her. She must not see me like this. She must not. Who are you? I am Hookie. Now I'm going to talk to Anua. Hail, adventurer! You have come at an unhappy time in Pokoro, I fear. I am about to announce to my people the news that the next Kuli match will have to be cancelled. I do not think even great Pohatu could play Kuli at a time like this. I am distracted by many of Pokoro's problems, adventurer, and I can give you a little of my time. Do you think you can give me some clue about how to cure this illness? A dark plague has corrupted my people and my village. Though many still stay at their work and visit the bazaar and play Koli, they have blinded themselves to the truth and put strength and duty before fear. Huki, our great Koli champion, has one of the first to fall ill. He has become weakened and cannot move from his bed. I fear that soon we will see in him the beginnings of the madness, the same diabolical force that grips the wild Rocky when their masks become infected. See, Anuwa knew that it was the masks. Unlike Jala. Who are you? I am Anuwa, Taraga of the village of Pokoro. The Tahonga here are master carvers, and their work is the envy of all Mata Nui. Today I am not carving works of art. Instead I am fashioning beds. And I sometimes thought, well, what's the point of a hard stone slab as a bed? But then this is Hawaii, so the ground is sand. So yeah, sleeping on a rock isn't great, but it's better than sleeping on gritty sand. I am struggling to bring comfort to the sick people of this village, but it is a fleeting solace. We know nothing of this illness, how long it might last, or where it comes from. Left unattended, I fear the madness. Well, it comes from the antidermis. Duh. Who is Pohatu? Pohatu is the Toa of the Pokoro Tahonga. His great strength can fell mountains, and the Kanohi Kakama gives him speed greater than any creature on Mata Nui. The irony is that Pohatu's strength and speed cannot help us. An enemy that can neither be seen nor felt plagues us. Veikama of Takoro has sent some of the guard to assist us, but they will not enter the village for fear of falling prey to the disease. Instead, they are combing the hills in search for Pohatu, who is on a grave quest for the masks of power. But without knowing even where the illness comes from, there is little anyone can do, even the great Pohatu. But this is just a Coley ball. But not just any Coley ball. This is the special kind that is being traded at the bazaar, and which has become very popular. Thank you, adventurer, for showing this to me. You are noble in your reputation and resourceful. This opened my eyes to many things. If these balls are the cause of the illness, then we must take them away from the village and throw them into the sea. But they're very popular, and the Promakoro Tahunga value Coley above many things. I cannot take these away from my people, unless I have proof that they are the cause. However, this is a vital clue. I know that a merchant in the bazaar sells these balls. You must find out from here where these balls come from. But take care. If he is somehow involved in this plot, then he will not want you to find out. The evil that visited Gakoro across the waves has come, it seems, to our ocean of sand. I fear the shadow of the Makuta has been cast across Pokoro. I know that the source of this evil must be found, or all may be lost. If Ikama's guard can find the Toa, I will suggest to Pohatu that he seek you out, and together I hope that you can do what is necessary. Would that the sick not need me, or I would come to assist you on your quest. Goodbye. I wish you the speed of Pohatu, adventurer. Yeah, what was I going to say about this? Oh yeah, the mask wearing rates among these characters is like 100%. Okay. Hello, stranger. Are you looking for a good Coley ball? Let me recommend the Comet, our most popular model. Our Comet balls are the best on Mata Nui. Everyone wants one. Don't be the only Tahunga in Pokoro without a Comet. What's a Coley ball? Why, Coley balls are for playing Coley, of course. You want a Comet, our most popular model, trading for 2 Husi pecking birds, or the equivalent. How do I buy a Coley ball? We trade here, like in the rest of the bazaar. If you've got something worth trading, I'll give you a Coley ball for it. Where do you get your Coley balls? Well, now that's privileged information, my friend. Let's just say I have a secret source. Goodbye. Come back anytime. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to go left! If you don't do that conversation with Anuwa before coming here, there's a cutscene that starts when you go into one of these doors, but it stops midway. You don't actually go into the minigame. So you have to talk to Anuwa first. This kind of stumped me for a while when I first played MNOG back in 2006. And you have to show Anuwa that, the infected Coley ball. Adventurer, the scorpion has blinded me for a moment. It will be some time before my sight returns. Tell me where to kick the ball, and together we can destroy the Nui Jaga's nest. Yeah. And, Mako appears on the beach on March 17th, and then you could go to Pokoro via the ship on May 9th. So, what I'm playing now would have been accessible May 9th. This is so boring. Basically, the longer you hold down the click up to a certain point, the faster the ball goes. So you just kind of hold it down for a while. You have to go through all these pillars. Every last one. So tedious. Getting there. Yeah, it's kind of dumb how when you destroy a pillar, it like sucks up towards the ceiling and down towards the floor as if it's under tension. But then when you break all the pillars, the roof comes crashing down as if they were under compression. Let's get out of here! They didn't come out of galleys, though. Excellent, my friend. We make a good team. My sight has returned to me. This was an evil plan indeed. Anduwa was right to call upon me. That was an infected mask set beside the Coley balls. Those who left it there and placed the balls beside it. Though Pokoro will be safe now, we have uncovered an even greater mystery. I fear the Makuda's influence may extend beyond the Rocky now. I'll take this news back to Pokoro and help them carry the infected Coley balls into the sea. My mask of power will let me get to the village quickly enough, I think, to save even Hyuki. You are a cunning ally, friend, and brave. I hope that we shall meet again someday. Gone fishing. Wanamaha, going cheap. They all say the same thing. Take it or leave it. Foul, ref. Who ate all the pies? Who ate all the pies? It's a good day for Coley. Yay, team. Who ate all the pies? Okay. Who do you think will win? Soon be fit enough to return to Coley and to Maku. If you see her in your travels, tell her I am well. Hup, hup, hup. Okay. Hail, hero. Patu has already been here and gone. The infected Coley balls have been taken to the sea, and they will bother us no more. The Tahunga of my village are recovering from their illness. I'm not certain what became of the merchant who sold those Coley balls, however. He disappeared before Pohatu returned. Pohatu has told me of all your adventures. We, like the Gakuro Tahunga, will long honor your deeds. Nakama was right when she said you would be witness to many important things transpiring throughout our land. She asked me to watch you and tell her if I also feel this. I know now that you are the one her astrologer has spoken of. Take this carving tool, which is the proud symbol of our greatest carvers. Show it to Nakama, and she will give you the Book of Chronicles. Goodbye. I wish you the speed of Pohatu, adventurer. There we go. Let's hurry. Speedrun! Again. Take this book and attend to it, and travel to the villages. It will store all that you see. If the Toa fail and Mata Nui is destroyed, this at least will remain, and the ocean will keep it safe for us. Good luck, Chronicler. So now I got playback. I got the lava board. Okay. Forgot. Now we're going to move on to Program 5, which was released 2 months after Program 4, July 11th. And they had Templar took extra time, but they didn't actually finish everything they intended to finish in the ambitious Program 5. There was intended to be a minigame where you fought a Nui Jaga using discs, and it never came to pass. Anyway, we'll do what is there. Should not do that yet because we want to get all that conversation around what's his name? Winua. Fresh fish, imported from Gakoro. Get your fresh fish here. Torches, don't be left in the dark. Takoran made. I guess they need torches because the lightstone mines can't be accessed. You there, fetch those saddles and we need more discs. Step it up. Try to stay out of the way, traveler. We're organizing a patrol. With all the lights out and on Okoro, the Rahi have been stepping up their raids. Take care when traveling in the deep mines and tunnels. The Kofu Jaga can appear at any time. Battling them takes special skill. Okay, so it's the Kofu Jaga as opposed to the Nui Jaga. Who are you? Anapu, at your service. I am the captain of the famous Anukoronin Usolri Regiment, champion of Usol racing, and special aid of Winua, our great Taraga. What is the Kofu Jaga? They are smaller creatures, but incredibly fierce and cunning. They attack by surprise, and always in large numbers. They shun bright light and use darkness and fear as weapons. Their nests are scattered throughout the underworld, and woe betide the miner who breaks through to one. Usually Winua uses a special drill to detect these pests before they are opened. But he has been busy, and the miners have been desperate to find more protodermis veins. How do I battle the Kofu Jaga? The regiment depends on its Galian steeds and a healthy supply of discs when fighting the Kofu Jaga. The darkness gives the Makuna's minions strength. It's good to have a lightstone with you if you can find one. Goodbye. May your crab ride swift and true. And I guess this says Usol wax. So I have everybody harassing Winua in here. Raga Winua, I will not tolerate this kind of delay. The trade guilds have contracts with 4 of Pokoro's most influential artists. I understand that, and I am doing everything I can. Photodermis production is stopped, stonemasons are slowed by the darkness, and half the shipments are lost to Rahi. Takoro torches are being used to light the stone quarries now. Those deliveries will be made. The Kofu Jaga are not afraid of torchlight. And what of the Protodermis? The Pokoronins cannot trade stone for nothing. The mine captains are working to break through the rock layer. Until then, there are little we can do. They make goods from the Protodermis. Without it, they cannot trade for stone. We still lose that market. There are other markets. And what of the Likoro Highway? It was to be finished months ago. Our caravans refuse to travel to the south until it's complete. The Likoronins will have to come trade at our market until it is finished. Hey, then try Taraga, but they can no more come north than we can go south. Perhaps the sea is a better route. There are even more dangerous Rahi in the waters than on land. What of Anua? Is he doing nothing to help Anukoro? Anua did not descend from the heavens to help your prophets, Guildmaster. He is pursuing a great quest that may yet save us all. I demand that more attention be paid to the needs of the trade guilds. The great market is Anakoro's most valuable asset. Guildmaster, I will speak with Anapu. Perhaps he can spare an escort for your caravans until the highway is complete. Without a fresh supply of light stones, we cannot light the digging site. Have you been able to continue tunneling at all? Yes, but we are working at about 25% capacity. It is too dark down there to work safely. The Lee Coral Highway must be completed soon. We need safe passage between the villages. Taraga, we cannot ask our workers to continue under these conditions. Taipu says he can dig by torchlight without difficulty. Taipu is stubborn and strong, but he is slow even when he has a team of diggers to help him. One Tahunga cannot dig a tunnel to Likoro. 4 men, until we can repair the flood damage, there's little I can do. You can give us more Tahunga and more equipment. The guilds and the traders have extra. We can use those. They do not have extra. And how would it help if they did? The air is bad because of the torches, and the Rocky attacks frequently because of the darkness. If we had more workers, we could alternate teams before they get ill. We could put more guards on duty. 4 men, I understand the problems you are facing. I am doing everything in my power to get you the help you need, but you must be patient. Taraga, the mining guilds have hit an underground rock layer that we cannot break through. Whoops. How far does it run? I skipped a line by accident. Shaft 3 and Shaft 8 have ceased protodermis mining because they cannot break through this rock layer. That's the entire mining area. Yes, Taraga, for all we know, the strata extends beneath all of Mata Nui, except perhaps the Magi volcano. Are you certain there is no soft spot to dig through, Captain? Wouldn't, like we knew and no, there isn't? We've been over every inch of the surface. There are no fractures, no fault lines, nothing. How much remains of the surface deposits? They're running out. We may have to look elsewhere for more protodermis. Like Tawahi or Powahi. What is this layer made out of? You would know we knew it. It's made out of metallic protodermis. Our prospectors believe it to be rock, but it has higher organic levels than any mineral composite we've seen. Organic? Yes, it seems to have more in common with an usul crab shell than any normal stone strata. Strange. I wonder what we will find if we break through. Metru Nui! Taraga, I must have more men and more machines if we are to know. You must allocate more resources to the mining guilds. Captain, I am doing everything I can. No one wants to see the protodermis run out, but Anakoro has many problems right now. Taraga, okay. The line I missed was, we fear the protodermis will run out if we cannot continue our digging. Yeah, we knew he was definitely playing dumb there. He would know. That would be the roof of Metru Nui. Okay. Have you brought word from Winua? Has he figured out how to get through this rock layer? Take care when traveling in the deep mines and tunnels. The Kofu Jagas can appear at any time. Battling them takes special skill. I am the chief prospector of Mine Shaft 8. This is to who are you? We dig for protodermis and stone here. What rock layer? At the bottom of Shaft B, the elevator goes down there. Anakoro's had real problems since we hit this strata. Can't dig through it or blast it. Not even Anua can claw through it. It's just too strong. What word from Winua? The mining captains have been trying to get Winua to give us more workers and machines. If we don't find a way through this rock, there won't be any more protodermis. Take care when traveling in the deep... Oh, goodbye. Look out for the Rocky in the tunnels. It's dark down there. It's dark down here. Okay. That strange disc on the ground is the only feature this rock layer has, and I'm not sure what it is. They look like astrological symbols. If I knew an astrologer, I'd sure have a few questions for him. Or her. Hey, do you know an astrologer by any chance? Who are you? I'm a prospector for the mining guild. We're trying to figure out how to get through this rock layer and mine more protodermis and stone. Strange disc? Yeah, the one on the ground over there. It's covered with strange symbols. We have no idea how it came to be here. Buried so far underground and sunk into the hard rock. It's very mysterious. I know an astrologer. You do great. Take this message and deliver it. I've sketched out this disc. Maybe your friend can figure out if it means anything important. Goodbye. Goodbye. Okay, now let's go do these quests. Okay. Taxi crabs. Better steer clear of this area, traveler. There's a runaway lava flow that burst from Takoro. No way to get to the lightstone mines until it's rerouted. Lost a bunch of drilling equipment when that flow burst. It's all stuck on the other side of the fire lake. If only we could get across. And then we just do a little puzzle here. Do a little puzzle here. There we go. That's symmetric. And we just do that. Lightstone deposits in this cave will keep Onokoro lit for a long time. Pretty sure they'll keep the Rocky back too. Great work, stranger. There's a lot of folks in Onokoro who will be glad you found a way to the Lightstones. This is probably the wrong way. Correct. Okay. Don't know if this game saves or not. Didn't check that before, but it's important because I want to know. I'm nearing the halfway point of the game. I'm wondering if I could two-part the recording, but why not have to if you might not be able to if this game doesn't save. Strange, a prospector found this in Onokoro, underground? Who would build a sundial underground? Perhaps there was an earthquake and it fell beneath the earth. I actually don't know why there's a sundial on the face of Mata Nui. Yes, this is an ancient sundial, used many years ago. I am certain that its purpose has been completely forgotten. The strange thing about it is that it has an indicator at 4 o'clock. No other sundials have this marking. I've always been curious as to why. Or it just skips from 3 to 5 or something? Take this gnomon, and see if it fits in the center of the sundial. You see, I found it in the foothills of Mount Ihu a long time ago, and since then have been looking for the sundial to which it belongs. You may have found it for me. If it is in a cave, then you may not ever find out what happened every day at 4, unless you have some way to fake sunlight underground. Goodbye. Goodbye. Yes, every day at 4, a passageway opened up through the face of Mata Nui. That's kind of weird, isn't it? Okay. Omen. The one used for the light stone. Shine it on the floor. So it's Rahi. Sweet. Looks like we had the right idea, stranger. That disc was the passage to the rock after all. Yeah, but it doesn't really let you go through to solve the problems. The stretch this game makes is that somehow that gets some of the prospectors to stop bothering Renua, but it doesn't actually solve their problem. Because they still can't get through the rock layer through there. But anyway, we can talk to Renua now. Thank you, adventurer, for helping with so many of Anukoro's problems. I thought the guild masters would never leave me alone. Now that I have some peace, is there anything you would ask of me? Who are you? I am Renua, Turaga of Anukoro. It is my job to keep things running smoothly around here, a hard task in these difficult times. What is Anukoro? Anukoro is the wondrous undercity of Mata Nui. The Turaga come from near and far to trade at our great market and marvel at the work of our engineers. Stone dug from our quarries fuels the creations of Pokoran carvers. Protodermis, the stuff of life, was brought from those deposits within the earth and traded amongst the Tahunga. We also mine light stones and many other precious resources. Who is Anua? Anua is the Toa of our village. He was a great hero, engaged in a quest to find the Mass of Power, which you will need to defeat the Makuta. Goodbye. Good luck on your travels, adventurer. May Anua protect you. Sweet. Now let's get to the exciting stuff. B Core. Anupu told me you found a way to the Lightstones. Thank you, adventurer. We can dig much more quickly now. I'm sure the highway will reach Likoro soon. If the Rahi attack the sight traveler, stay near me. I will protect you. Why are you digging? We are building a highway to the village of Likoro. Renua says I am the strongest of the Anu Koronan Tahunga, so I am leading the way. Wait, does it say Kornan instead of Koronan? Whatever. What is Likoro? It is a village in the south where the Likornan Tahunga live in trees. I have never been there. Anupu says they are tall, pretty forests and huts built in the sky. Anupu says the Likornans are great musicians too and play music all day long from the treetops. Who is Anupu? Anupu is my best friend in all of Anukoro. He is very smart and knows a lot about Ussel crab racing and fighting Rahi. He is supposed to be digging too, but he has shown me how I can do both our digging at the same time. That's how smart he is, and that's how absolutely stupid I am. I'm a baka. Okay. Goodbye. Goodbye. We did it. We made it through. Anapu is right. It's so beautiful here. Anapu said I should make camp when we break through, but I want to go to see Likoro and the tree Tahunga. Likoro is right through those trees, I bet. Won't you take me with you to see it? It's a little bit more entertaining if you do. But it doesn't matter. This doesn't really make a difference. Yes, I will take you, Taipu. Thank you. I bet it's more beautiful even than the Great Mine. Let's go. I've never seen so many pretty plants. I wonder where the people of Likoro are. It's here, Likoro. I found it. It's beautiful. Oh, oops. Glitch. Okay. Forgot. It sounds kind of like the DSRA, like, opening measure. Dun 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 dun. Anyway. To just more faster. Na 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 na. Anyway. Forgive, but village attacked by Makuta's evil beasts. Fear you were Rahi, but no Rama plays flute like that, so down tree we come and greet. You are the brave wanderer that some speak of, braver still for coming to Likoro. Who are you? Tamaru of Likoro, high-fly vinesman, deep-wood wayfinder, chief Kahu tamer, Matau's best. But attack. The last rainfall Kungu on patrol saw Rama hive growing top leaf high, far in dark forest. Late knowing Tahunga, Rama infected by Makuta, one drift to go. Clouds sneaking Nui Rama fly on Likoro to destroy all. Quick soaring Kahu riders tree launch and great battles fought. Village still stands, but many lost. By saying late knowing Tahunga, Rama infected by Makuta, implies that they knew of Nui Rama that were not infected by Makuta. Which means they kind of knew for certain that the Rahi used to be peaceful. So at the very beginning of the game, where Jaller doubts, what if the Rahi weren't always evil? Jaller should have known. I mean, Tamaru knows. Doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? But it's a Rama. Nui Rama, buzz-flying Rahi, 100-eye, all-seeing, fright and fury. Makuta madness make even worse. Wings mash, pinchers grab. No chance for Tahunga alone, only Toa bold enough to stand against it. Yet cunning Rama sneak, swoop, smash, and fly out of reach. Goodbye. The forest can protect you, traveler, if you need it. One of the best, most effective uses of tree speak ever, and way better than Greg could do, but that's probably why Greg didn't like it. Traveler beware, dark time come, Matau stolen, Liwa gone. Lee Coronins prepare for battle fight. Yeah, sometimes it's Coronins, sometimes it's Coronins. I guess it depends on your accent. Yeah. Only Greg Farsty really did with the tree speak is he would just pair words that were, you would just kind of pair similar words after them. I cannot lift carry Tutoa. He would do things like that to try to make the tree speak work. But, yeah, the writers for Templar managed to make real tree speak, where it's actually, a real, slang dialect. Are you here to help in the defense, traveler? Likoro needs brave wind riders to face the Rama. Who are you? Kungu, fast leaf runner, ever-quick pilot, weaver, map maker, Likoro Tahunga. Who is Matau? Matau is the singer, down talk up seeing. Friend and laughter. In life dawn years past was known Matau Kiwa champion. Matau great Taraga of Likoro and soul of the forest people. Gone, taken by Makuta's Rahi. Who is Liwa? Liwa, great Toa of air, hero of Likoro, gone away in quest for the great Kanohi. If he were here, he would save us, for he has faced greater dangers than this and survived. Goodbye. Up tree battle, down tree peace. You choose, but if Rama come, try to stay undercover. Yeah, what started like integrated into that music was starting the third act of Die Valkyrie by Wagner. I don't know if my first playthrough this I actually pronounced it Wagner, but it's German, so it's Wagner, and that's almost as bad an offense as calling Euler Frederick Euler Euler. But anyway, yeah, it was a German opera written sometime in between World War One and World War Two, somewhere in there. I'm not familiar with any of the opera besides just that first part of the third act, because that part's so famous. I think there's two melodies that Wagner wrote that are famous in pop cultures. There's that one that boom. Well, you haven't actually heard it yet. It'll happen later. There's that one. And then there's the bridal chorus that boom bum ba bum 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 ba da bum bum ba da ba ba da bum ba da. I think that was Wagner. Anyway, Traveler, will you be my second? My Kahu stays tree-bound without a disc thrower. Yes. I hope your disc arm is strong as your nerve. Leo, protect us. Let's go. Wait, is the FPS not what? What the hey? By upping the FPS, I might have just really messed myself up here. I might be Tostitoed. I'm like, wait, yeah. Are you okay, traveler? Honor the forest, and it carries us safely earthward every time. Let's not pause. Rama swarm rages. Help needed up tree. Okay, let me see if I can fix this. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, that's what I was kind of. I didn't notice that text before. What I was messing with, like on a bassoon, at the beginning of this recording was the first trombone part for that part of that opera, which is nicknamed the Ride of the Valkyries, by the way. Of course, I had a lot of like garbled F sharps and notes sagging in pitch and all kinds of mess, but I'm just a beginner, so have mercy on me. Okay. Hopefully this will make this go at the correct pace. Or I could take it as a challenge and do 30 FPS. I was waiting at the music there. 30 FPS, like, Nui Rama flight challenge. Just to, like, one-up the world. But I wasn't prepared for that. Wasn't ready. I noticed Templar in their like electronic track, they left out the 16th notes. They changed the bum 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 into wow 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 wow. Yeah, it's the way I could have made it easier on myself if I would have copied Templar. Lost some health there. So, like, random facts. Adolf Hitler really liked Wagner's music. I just really liked his operas. And maybe it's because he just liked the operas, but it could be because of some anti-Semitic literature that Wagner wrote, where he criticized other composers, and attributed their composing to them being Jewish. But apparently, Mahler wasn't one of them. He was good friends with Mahler. So if you were to play Wagner's music in Israel, you will get protests and things, and some people will walk out on it. Because of, like, the history of, Wagner and how Hitler would facilitate that Wagner's music be played, like, in the background at the concentration camps. So you'll be, like, hearing that kind of stuff, like, all day, all the time. Not trying to really cancel MNOG, though, because most of, like, the classical music community, they just, like, don't care. They're just like, it's just music. But anyway, some history stuff. It is an honor that you sought to save me, traveler, but I am sorry you have made the attempt. But this song we will know hope, and hope brings freedom. Keep your voice down, traveler, and sing as you work, and hope Liwa comes to save us. Who are you? I am Matau, called the singer by the people of Likoro. I am their Turaga. I have been imprisoned here since Leaf Dawn. Will Liwa come to save us? You are not of this tribe, so I will tell you of Liwa, but you must swear not to reveal what I am about to say to anyone. Liwa is here, but he will not save us. The great Toa is the same in body, in strength, and in speed, but his mind is gone. He has been attacked by the Makuta and enslaved by evil. His great mask of power has been replaced with an infected mask, and the only way to bring him back is to take it off, and I know of nothing with the strength to overcome him. He has become more fearsome and horrible than any Rahi. We shall never escape this place. All that is left us is song, and what small comfort it brings. Goodbye. Take care, and do your work without resistance. Nui Rama are not clever, but they see much. They know when we are plotting. What happened to me? My body, not my own. My mind. Get out of my mind. His mask. Get his mask. I just noticed that when Liwa was riding the, was it a Kovujaga? It seemed like as if one of his legs was reversed. So the leg, his left leg, the viewer's right, was the way Liwa's legs are supposed to be, with like the wide part down. But the one that was kind of like up on the thing's back, but the more downward leg on his right, the viewer's left, was like reversed, such that it had the fat part up. Oh wow. Traveler, it is good to see you again after all our adventures. Return to the Treebright Liquoro and so long hoped for in the dark wet Rama cave, Rama hive. Let's go back to 30 FPS. That looks better. Take this flute song. It fits in the flute you found. Whenever you need help from sun-soaring Liquoro, play song and you will have it. Many thanks to you, Traveler, for bringing us to High Branch home. What of Liwa and the Golden Kanohi? By bringing all the great mass of power to the Suva, it was given to Liwa a Golden Kanohi. Some legends say that after the Golden Kanohi are found, there will come the Toa Kaita, but I do not know what this is. Goodbye. Goodbye, Traveler, and farewell. Okay, I'm gonna, before I use the fast travel that I was newly awarded, I'm going to go down the elevator just in case I get a glitch if I don't, where I can't get back into Liquoro. Okay, and I'm also gonna go. I'm gonna check something here. I'm gonna Alt Tab out. Okay, just checking what time it is. Actually, good time. So let's keep playing. I'm gonna use the flute here. And this is an annoying thing. You actually have to like look at. Oh, it's the wrong one. You have to look at it, otherwise it doesn't work. So even if you have it memorized, it doesn't work. You have to like look at it first. Stranger, have you heard? We're falling back. The Toa have completely disappeared. Again, it's really hard to think of what to do here. How to progress is to talk to Jala of all people. How I figured it out the first time was I used a level select because it was a 2006 version, and if you select the program 7 chapter, it will take you to in front of Jala. But otherwise, I wouldn't know how you would guess this. I guess you had to try all kinds of things. Maybe when it was released, there was a little blurb on the website on BIONICLE.com that says, new chapter of Mata Nui Online Game has been released. Talk to Jollar to continue or something. So, yeah, Lee Koro opened up August 18th, about a month after Anu Koro. And then this Kokoro part came out October 10th, about 2 months after Lee Koro opened. My scouts delivered reports from the other villages today. The news is not good. The Rahi are closing in on all sides, and their numbers are too great to count. After the fall of Trin Krom, I completely lost contact with the North March. But we will not go quietly into the shadows of Makuta. As long as the light in the heart of the great Magi still blazes, I know of one maneuver that none will expect. I only hope Vekama and the others will listen. I must know what happened to North March. I have no warriors to spare, and you have proven resourceful and true. So I ask you, will you join the guard? What is the news from the other villages? You, at least, have seen some small victories, but Makuta's evil infection is still spreading throughout Mata Nui. The other villages are holding on while they can. Anapu is so hard-pressed, he can't spare me even one Yusori regiment, not a single regiment. What maneuver? It is imperative the villagers build fortifications and prepare for the final defense. I expect many Rahi to threaten the villages very soon. Vekama says the Toa are gathering at the Kini Nui, at the center of the island. We must try to protect them while they fulfill their mission. The Turaga must each send heroes to help the Toa at Kini Nui. The Makuta will not expect it. So this was originally Jala's idea, not Nuju's. Interesting. Actually, no, it's Jala tells this to Vekama. Okay, I remember. Okay. It warms me that you have chosen to accept our trust. Vekama will be pleased. The North March is an icy pass where Tawahi meets Kowahi. The Kokoronans have been seen little during the past months, and heard from even less, but it may not be that they are troubled, since silence has always been their way. The guard has a small outpost there, only reachable by cable car. They watch against Rahi from the frozen heights. They also keep watch on Kokoronans. I fear the servants of Makuta have taken all my scouts. Take this ensign and show it to the sentry at the cable car. He will let you through. Then make contact with our scouts in North March and get a report to me on the Makuta's efforts in the mountains. Goodbye. Good luck, traveler. North March we go. You know to go here because you would have seen this cable car, and jealous as you get to the North March by a cable car. It's the hideout for the North March. Something happened to him. This is Kopeek's security room where he has, you know, lookout his cameras. Who are you, Kopeek? What happened to the Takronin guard? The Makuta led them into the ice, and I fear they will not return. Had you not come and saved me, I would be facing a similar fate. Where am I? I do not wish to be questioned. If you seek answers, do so in Kokoro. There you will find meditation and contemplation. It is Taraganuju's way to think on all things, and from his sanctum on Ihu's Peak one can see far ahead and far behind. In Kokoro we respect knowledge above all things. You must have great knowledge even to step foot within it. You are the one who seeks to chronicle this era, so you will doubtless travel the icy drifts in search for answers. But true sight reveals many things, and knowing the future can be dangerous. That is your choice. Wisdom is never the burden of the Taraga. I do not expect it from you. All I asked is, where am I? This is where the, mix one up. Yes, I did. I mixed the beer and water. There we go. Okay. F-A-D-I-L-I-S. Fadalis. No, that's a C. Facil. Facil. H-A-D-E. Or M-A-D-E. No, made by Lego. There we go. Production, but the N isn't there. R A O. No, is that an R? It's a G. A G. Right? A G. C H. So this is a 6. That's a 3. That's a 4. That's a 0. 6340. BAAR. Bar. Swinner. Wait. SWITNER NAINAN. It's like Swinner. It's like Swinnerton, but it's like spelled wrong. Distributed by He Lego. GRO something P. Group. Oh, Swibby. It's supposed to be a T behind Lightstone. Distributed by the Lego Group. DK 7190. A or B, you can't tell behind the post. ILLUND. Billion. But it's a D. Billand. Oh, Billand? DENMARK. Denmark. C2001. 2001. Lego Group. Okay, cool. Can't talk to Nuju yet. It says, what do you get if you multiply 6 something? Welcome traveler to the sanctum. You may join us in our meditation if you wish. Nuju honors all wise Tahunga that they may join in the seeking. If you wish to speak with our Taraga, you must wait for Matoro to return. He is the only one that can translate Nuju's wisdom. Is there anything you wish to know? What is the seeking? Written upon these walls and tablets are the great prophecies. To understand even a fraction of what they speak takes years of meditation and patient decryption. Who is Nuju? Nuju is the Taraga of Kokoro. His meditations reach into the past and into the future, and he has deciphered much of the ancient prophecies. He has visions. Although I don't think canonically Nuju actually has visions. Veikama, on the other hand, does have visions. He does very little that is not significant in some way to the future of Mata Nui, and the Kanohi Matatu gives him the power to move objects by sheer force of will. Where is Matoro? Matoro is alone, hunting Rahi in the drifts. You may seek him if you wish, but be warned, Ihu is not merciful, even to the Kokoronin. Take this passage to enter into the drifts. Matoro often leaves behind signal flags so that he does not get lost. If you follow them, you may come to him. Goodbye. Goodbye. Wait, what is that thing that just leapt up from the ground? It looks like a muwaka, but muwakas don't make hardest sounds. The time-traveling cat is here to beat our mass. Come on, Meso, let's leave, or else we'll be sent to the past! Okay. I'm not going to try the chorus, because if I accidentally sing it too well, I might get copyright claimed by Disney. Probably at the beginning of that, first starts funny how a little backtrack makes things can make everything seem small. The people that spied on us can't get to us at all. Anyway. Political slime. Political_slime. If you want to search YouTube for him, if you don't, it's really hard to find him. It's political_slime. And the song I just mentioned was, I think, his most viewed video. So if you find political_slime, then you can find that video. By sorting his videos by most viewed. Beware the swarm. Consciousness is fading. Energy. Rest. He still says that even though Matora's returned. Okay. I will translate Nuju's words for you, traveler. He has been watching you for a long time. Your role in Mata Nui's destiny is more important than you know. Mata Nui sleeps, but you, like the Toa, shall be an agent in his awakening. Nuju knows that you wish to ask questions of him, and he will answer them. When you are done, he wishes to ask a question of you. Where are the Toa? The Toa will unite and find more power in the joining. They shall merge their skills, their knowledge, their wills to become wisdom and valor, named in prophecy as Waruha and Akamai. In these forms, they are the Toa Keita. What will happen to Mata Nui? Nuju says that you must understand this, that in creation there is destruction. In destruction there is rebirth. There's no such thing as void. All things are in flux. What question? You are the one that will guide the Tahunga, but only if you have learned what was necessary to learn during your travels. With the Toa Keita beneath the earth, the Tahunga must fortify their villages and brace for a great battle. They must also be created an alliance, a small group assembled from whoever the Turaga can spare to help the Toa in their final quest. Nuju's question is this: to what place shall you lead the alliance? And I don't know how you're supposed to have learned this along your travels, but whatever, this is the answer. So be it. Nuju believes that you are the one who can accomplish this task. This is a message to all the Turaga in the villages, and they can begin their fateful preparations. Nuju believes in you, adventurer. Goodbye. Please take that message to all the Turaga of the villages so that they can begin their fateful journey. Thank you, adventurer, for showing this to me. You are as noble as your reputation, and resourceful. Goodbye. Good luck, traveler, and farewell. Hello again, adventurer. I trust your travels are going well. Thank you, adventurer, for showing this to me. You are as noble as your reputation and resourceful. I wish you the speed of Pohatu, adventurer. Okay. This part of the game is really boring. Hello again. You have to go around all the villages twice. I don't know why they had to do this to you. Thank you, adventurer, for showing this to me. You are as noble as your reputation and resourceful. Thank you. Good luck, chronicler. Turn around twice. Okay. Quite confusing. So, you have found your way back after all. Oh, this is not new. Thank you, adventurer, for showing this to me. You are as noble as your reputation and resourceful. Thank you, goodbye. Oh, and then, yeah, this long line. Okay. And you cannot fast travel into Onukoro, so you just have to click in there. Thank you, adventurer, for showing this to me. You are as noble as your reputation and resourceful. Goodbye. Good luck in your travels, adventurer. May Anua protect you. I want to go back to Takoro. It's not this way. There are multiple places where you can meet Kapura, but this is one of them. It was the closest one. In front of Kokoro works too. Hello. You are the chronicler. I have been looking for you. Veikama wishes to speak with you. You should go to Veikama now. It is important. Where's Veikama? Veikama is in Takoro. What does Veikama want? I know only that it is a matter of great urgency. How'd you get here? It is as Veikama said. I practiced and I became skilled. I now know the secret art of traveling great distances by moving very slowly. It is a small matter for me to be wherever I am not. It is a useful skill. Thank you. I'm going to accompany you. Let us go together. Yeah, that part you don't know what to do next after you deliver all the messages, but Kapura is waiting for you at whatever the nearest village you happen to be at the entrance of, so as you look around, you inevitably will run into him. And that's what will progress the plot. The whole Kapura parts was released in November 17th, so there's actually two separate programs, right? At the end of the October 10th section, you carry the message around to all the Turaga. The beginning of the November 7th section, you now do this, which you have to go around to all the Turaga again. But when you play it through all the way, in one go. It's really irritating how you have to go through all the Turaga 2 times, or at least all the villages 2 times. So, no, I don't like it. Anyway, Chronicler, it is good that you have come, and thank you, Kapura, for fulfilling your mission so quickly. I see that you have indeed gained skill. The Toa have left for the Kini Nui to begin their final quest. We must help them, but our villages are beset by Rahi on all sides. Beset. I ask that you pursue a mission of grave importance. The mission is vital. The Toa, and indeed all of Mata Nui, needs you now. What are the Toa doing? The Toa have begun their quest to destroy the Makuta and bring light and happiness back to Mata Nui. They have recovered the Golden Kanohi, and they are en route to Kini Nui. In the temple is a passage through which they will enter the Makuta's dark realm. Once inside, the Makuta will attempt to destroy them, and they will be beset by Manas, unimaginable horrors that guard his domain. They will face these fearsome challenges as the Toa Keita, and there will be a great battle. The Toa are much stronger than I. How can I help them? The Makuta is treacherous. I believe he knows the Toa are coming, and is massing Rahi to attack the Kini Nui after the Toa have passed through. I fear he will attempt to seal the Toa in his underworld, imprisoning them there forever. Or worse, should the Toa attempt to flee, he will set the Rahi to ambush them as they emerge through the passage. With the horrible Manas in front and the Rahi behind, the Toa are caught in a vice that will assuredly crush them. What is my mission? You must defend the Kini Nui against the Rahi while the Toa are underground. I know you are brave and resourceful, but even you cannot do this alone. You must assemble a fellowship. On my left and right hands, Jala should remain here. Of my left and right hands, Jala should remain here to command his guard and defend Takoro. My left hand is Kapura, who is with you now. He will go. He may seem slow and strange to you, but his simple words often carry a hidden wisdom. Go first to the other villages. They are besieged, but I have talked with the Turaga. I am certain that they can all spare at least one Tahunga to aid in this task. Once your company has been gathered, you must travel to the Kini Nui. Its road begins where the river ends in Gakoro. The fall and falls from a great height. Goodbye. May Mata Nui smile on you and your party, Chronicler. We shall face our own hardships here, but they will bear better knowing that you have sped on your task. So, the only Turaga it absolutely requires you to talk to is Anua. The other Matoran will go with you even if you don't ask permission from the Turaga first. It's only Tepu that doesn't. But for a Let's Play, you kind of want to talk to the Turaga anyway because you want that dialogue in your Let's Play. So, I'm probably going to end up talking to all the Turaga. The one that I might skip is Matau, and we'll see why. I've been expecting you, traveler. You are here to find Tahunga that might join your quest. It is a hard choice since the Rahi have been massing underground and will attack us at any moment. Anapu is brave and strong and would be the best choice, but he and his usual regiments are needed to defend the caves. Taipu instead should go. He is not perhaps the brightest light stone in Anakoro, but his strength is equaled only by his heart. With all the work that has gone on here, it is dangerous to let any go with you, let alone our strongest digger. But Taipu has spoken of nothing but you and adventure since his visit to Likoro, and so I feel it would be wrong to keep him here. You may take Taipu. He is in the Great Mine, hard at work as usual. Goodbye. Good luck on your travels, adventurer. May Anua protect you. Let's click this flavor text. Oh. Guess he doesn't flavor text. Okay. I thought he did. I don't believe that did anything. Yeah, I'm still up here. There's a little bug in the game. It's non-fatal. It's you! Are we going on another adventure together? I would like that very much. Mata Nui is a wondrous place. I like to see more of it. Will you join our company? Yes, I will join you. Is there any, like... Are we there yet? If you practice, you can move quickly. Okay. Hey. Nope, this is the right way. Okay, never mind. At Tower, you just kind of run into him at the beginning of the village, at the entrance to the village. You could fast travel to get up to Matau, but I'm just gonna take him. Oh, hello. Matau Singer and Kongu Pilot. Up tree they are. Rama swarm threatens and all goodly Coronan's fly defense. High branch home locked and protected. Down tree guard am I. I set here because I fly not. Will you join our company? Join I will. High branch home safely guarded. No rocky approach through brush, only from sky. With such company, Makuta beasts have much to fear. Cool. Now the fast travel bird can carry the entire Chronicler's company somehow, so we can use it. Hello again, Chronicler. It seems the dark times have fallen again across my village. Nui Jaga and worse are secretly massing in the deserts outside town. I fear that even the great skill of our stoneworkers cannot fashion walls high enough to defend us, but we must try. I've heard of your mission. You are seeking Tahunga to join your company. These are trying times, and it is hard to part with even my least able craftsman, but nonetheless I know of the importance of your task. Huki I would send, but he is still recovering from his illness, and he is sorely needed here besides. So instead take my left hand, Hafu. Hafu is very proud, does not always listen to wise counsel, but his digging and stonecraft are matched by none in Pokoro. Take him with you. Doubtless he is out in the desert, caring for the way signs on the road, and seeing that no harm comes from to his masterworks. Why? I wish you the speed of Pohatu, adventurer. I'm not giving any carving lessons today. You don't know do you know there are Rahi about? If you want to see my artwork, you should do so in Pokoro. It is safer there, although I do not know for how long. Please don't bother me. I have to finish my masterpiece before the Rocky attack. Will you join our company? Oh, never mind. I don't need to finish it. Oh, so you need my great skills? Who am I to deny fame and glory, even if I do not last to see it? I will join your company. This is a land of place. This land is a place of beauty and also of sadness. There is no greater craftsman than Mata Nui. Okay, let's go to. I believe you have to click it and watch it every time, otherwise it doesn't work. Because bad game design. Ice. Yuju is pleased that you have delivered the messages, Chronicler. Now fate is upon us. Rahi have come out of the drifts like a storm and press against our walls. He sees that you are seeking a hero to join your company. The Kokoronins try to stay out of the affairs of others, but this time they have no choice but to act. Yuju says to find Kopik, his left hand. He dwells in a cave near the cable car. Kopik will not offer great company, for he is hard and likes solitude, but you will find that what he lacks in cheer is made up for with strength and skill. He is our greatest sportsman, and also the most skilled in icecraft. In his hands, a block of ice can become like anything in imagination, from a delicate crystal flower to a gleaming statue of Kopaka, perfect in every detail. Goodbye. Goodbye. Okay. Let's find his Kopikness. Join my party and come to Hinui. I will come. I believe his flavor text is dots, right? Yeah. Okay. One more. You may pass. And it seems like I'm going to have to continue in another recording session. So, the moment of truth will happen here. Will this save? You're going to see in real time whether or not it does. Ready? And it does. Sweet. Okay. Well, I'll do another recording session, then I'll splice it all together. That second recording session has begun, and I have one more Matoran to collect before I can get funneled into the linear finale of the game. So let me do that. I thought about this a little bit, how the Matoran of each village are referred to as, say, the Ta-Koronin, or the Koronin, or the Po-Kornin, or the Ko-Kornin, inconsistently from character to character. And I thought, okay, what did they call them in 2006? Well, they called them the Ta-Matoran, the Ko-Matoran. And then I realized, so I guess originally they did not apply the elemental prefixes to Tahunga. In other words, there was no such thing as Ta-Tahunga, Anu-Tahunga, Po-Tahunga. If they wanted to refer to the villagers of or Tahunga of a specific color, they would refer to them via the village, such as Ko-Koronin, Po-Koronin, and so on. The problem with that would be when they would go to different settings, say in 2004, where the places that the Tahunga lived wouldn't have been called Koro anymore. They might have been called Metru or something like that. Then they'd have, I don't know, the Po-Metruins. They have to redo that. Yeah, so I noticed that when they decided to switch from Tahunga to Matoran, they decided to refer to the different types of Matoran not by their villages, but just by elemental prefix and Matoran. But that wasn't the original. That was, like, decided on a little bit later. I never knew that. Anyway, hello again, adventurer. It is nice to see you even though trouble often walks alongside you. Even now, the waters are filled with horrible Rahi, bent on our destruction. It's like pulling that whole cliche of the supervillains show up just because the superhero exists to challenge them. The player character always brings trouble because the player character, being the player character, requires trouble to overcome as the player. Also related to how the family of a superhero tends to be supervillains, and so on. I confess, I have feared your arrival. Kotu and Maku are very dear to me, so I am sorry to send them with you. On such a dangerous mission. It is harder even to choose which one I would rather see go. Kotu, I think, needs to stay here with me and maintain the village's defense. So it is Maku, my right hand, which you should take. A little bit different than the other Turaga. The other Turaga said they were sending their left hand. Gali says Maku is her right hand. Maybe Nokama is just left-handed. She has been told to stay in her hut until now, and her love for Huki and adventure has made it a hard punishment. I fear her cheer at being allowed to go outside will blind her to the dangers of your task. Yet she is good with boats, and her agility and acrobatic training make her a valuable warrior. The way to the Kini Nui lies behind the waterfall near our village. It is likely that Maku can find a boat to get through the falls. You will find her in her hut. Thank you and goodbye. Good luck, Chronicler. Okay, let me check. Going strong. Okay. It's pretty easy to find, but the turnaround thing doesn't happen at the very edge. It happens just a little bit in from the edge. It keeps messing me up. Hello, Chronicler. I heard Huki was sick and that you helped him become better. Thank you. I mean, that is, I'm sure the Kokorodans are glad to have him back. I wish Nokama would let me go visit Huki, but the Rocky are going to attack again, and everyone is building barricades around the village. Will you join our party? Yes, I will come with you. It'll be good to go out on adventures again. Okay. I can help us cross. I used to go boating here, in safer times. If it's weathered the storms, my canoe is still hidden in the bushes along the bank. Okay, the background noise is kind of loud on this screen. Sometimes I like to turn around and look at the backside of these screens, because the game developers or Templar didn't expect you to backtrack through here. They only expected the player to go one way. When you finally get to the Kini Nui, you return to whatever other settings there are besides the Kini Nui via another route. And so, but they had to, for completeness, someone had to draw the backsides of each of these scenes, just in case you just happen to turn around. Anyway. So you reused a lot of assets here. Like they reused the exit to the Lee Koro Highway here. These guys tell you to talk to Tomaru if you don't talk to Tomaru. Where ground path fails, high-lifting jungle aids us. Many stout vines and plants can I here use. Wait here, friends, new bridge shall I fashion for cliff-bound company. Company, for some reason, is capitalized. Yep, somebody had to draw that. This one is too darker colored Matori. My stonecraft is great indeed, chronicler. I can cut through these stones, but I should also need great skill at digging, such as Tepu possesses. And Grab said Tepu. Digging in rock is what the Anu Coronins do best. I will clear a route, but in the caves of my home, a Po-Coronin stonemason is often at hand to cut and clear. Another Hafu original. I forgot there was a red arrow to click there. Maybe there wasn't. Anyway. Continue. So that's what the backside looks like. Backside looks exactly the same as when you had to use Anapu and Tepu. Not Anapu. Hafu and Tepu to clear the stones. Just reused it as a reverse side. Here we go. Dear. This is where we begin our final task. If any of you question our choice, no doubt our chances, if work together, speak now. That was written correctly, I just couldn't read it right. I have doubted you in the past, Tahu, but no more. I think I speak for all of us when I say that our only hope is to work together. So I cast my sword with yours, if you will have it. I will have it gladly, Kopaka. You are all innocent. Then it is decided, together the Makuta cannot resist us. Wait, Tahu, have you given no thought to our return? If the Rahi attack the temple while we are below, how can we escape? I just noticed that Liwa lacks tree speak in those couple sentences. I do not know the answer to that question, Liwa. So grim is this task that I have not thought it much use to consider anything beyond our meeting with it. Old. There is an intruder among us. But what is this? Stay your claws, Anua. It is the chronicler and his company. Little one, you are brave indeed to have come all this way. And I see you have gathered help from all the villages around. Tahu, it is as I hoped. These Tahunga can guard the Kini Nui while we descend, and see that no Rahi attacks us from behind. The Rahi are fearsome. May their hearts prove greater than their size would suggest. In truth, it is said that great power can be found in small packages, and that aid can come from places least expected. And besides, we have few options. So be it. Chronicler, it is your doom to remain here and guard the Kini Nui at all costs. This deed will be remembered as long as any remain to sing of it. Friends, we have much to do and little time. Let's go. Before I go, Chronicler, know that there is a bond between us. Your struggles and those of our friends will be much to bear. I shall be with you in heart. Look for me in your dreams. I will come to you then and speak to you as the things we see underground. Remember them. Goodbye, do not let the temple fall. Okay, and this automatically pops down to encourage you to read flavor text. Like Lee Coronins, we of ice fear the fiery Kofu Jaga, but we easily crack the hard Nui Jaga and Santara Karva, beasts of stone. Okay. And you're supposed to, this is supposed to help you do the mini games that are to come. However, generally, they really don't. Now, something important to point out here is there's a bug where if every character is primed to shoot at the same time, then it will freeze in that position. So if you have very few characters left in the playing field at a time, you can get in danger of accidentally causing the game to sort of freeze up. So, Weruha, you are joined. Let us now choose a path and go into the darkness to face our destiny, be it good or ill. Our way lies not together, Akamai. We must face whatever evils are before us alone. I choose this road, you take the other. With luck, we will come together again at the gates of Manjaya. Many people have always fought the best against Fire Rahi. My people. Okay, we're going to get into that a little later. Such as the Kofu Jaga, but the Earth Rahi Kuma Nui is hard for us to battle. So, about the people thing. So, I think the last increment of Bionicle the Game GBA, there's a line that says the people are saved, and I made this comment, I said, don't say people at Bionicle. That's sacrilegious. And I actually forgot I said it because it was like very flippant and in the moment. But someone commented and said, "What's wrong with saying people?" To which I replied, well, usually in these media, they resist using the term people as much as possible. Like, oftentimes the Matoran will be referred to as, say, the Matoran, or the villagers, or the inhabitants, or the citizens, or the Tohunga, or something like that. And very rarely will they be referred to as people. And so when they are referred to as people, or used as a term people, it seems like it's a mistake written by someone who's kind of ignorant of the Bionicle terminology. Response was, well, it's rare, but it is used. Like, yeah, because it's easy to make the mistake. So yeah, because it's easy to make the mistake, you would imagine it would be used. That's one of only two examples I know of in MNOG where it's used. I don't know if it's in the 2006 version, if Maku says my people in the 2006 version or not. I forgot. It seemed new to me at the time, so I'd have to go back and check, and it probably won't because I'm too lazy to do that. As you can see, these Matoran are supposed to have specializations, but because I'm only fighting one type of Rahi here, what their specializations are doesn't matter at all. And this one's stubborn. Stay here. If we fall back, we can fall back, but not far. If they push us back over the Kini Nui, all will be lost. We must win against the Rahi. And every time a Matoran dies, when you go into the next fight, that Matoran starts with extremely low health. So from here on out, Kapura is going to be rather useless. See, useless. Okay. Not gonna do Tepu yet because that could like trigger a glitch. That would be bad. Okay. It's kind of inefficient. I'm just trying to avoid glitching. Because when you have so few characters, you can easily like freeze up the the game, essentially. Now I think we're gonna be really toast here. Oh, this might have ended it for me. Okay, phew. Maybe it's fixed in this, I don't know. I'm gonna wait it out. Okay. Guess we have another one we have to do, which is a problem. I haven't seen a Muwaka yet, so hopefully there's just one Muwaka and we can move on. Or I haven't seen a Nui Jaga either. The Nui Kopen are beasts of air that cannot resist my mighty strength. Muwaka, another rice rahi, are sometimes a challenge. Here's comes. Muwaka is easier to take out, and it's more important to take out because it does more damage. Again, I'm avoiding entering Maku there because of a glitch. I'll never see Sing Song Likoro again. Oh, whoa. Kangu, it's Kangu. We have survived. For now, we were lucky. Wisdom provides only when valor is in its service. I feel strange. It feels like being torn apart. What has happened? The spirit of Makuta is the spirit of destruction. This is his inner realm. The Toa Kaita cannot exist here. The Manus nearly destroyed the Toa Kaita, and the Makuta is 10 times greater than they. What hope do we have? The Toa Kaita merely gave physical form to the force of our unity. We still possess it in our hearts. But the Kaita's wisdom and valor were unmatched. Where wisdom and valor fail, all that remains is faith. And it can overcome all. Geldy is right, we must go on. Heed us, Chronicler, we step now through the gates of doom. Our link is broken. If you wish to fulfill your destiny, and record the last moments of this time, you must find us. Find us. Chronicler, wake up! Please wake up. I guess a better way to do that would be, find us. Okay, I gotta take care of something real quick, and I'm gonna pause the encoding while I do that, and you won't notice anything besides maybe a stutter in the movement. In the interim, I thought of another instance of the use of people. It was in BIONICLE the game, the PC or console port, and Gali Nuva says to Nokama, I may have changed, but my love for my people hasn't. Then again, that was a game, and amongst the BIONICLE fandom, games and game dialogue isn't very highly esteemed as far as sources of canon are concerned. It would make like a greater stir if the word people was used to refer to the Matoran in, say, a comic or a novel. The Kini Nui is safe now, I think, though that this day's trials are far from over. The Toa are still underground. Veikama will be heartened by this. You survived! I am High-Flying Vinesman and Deepwood Wayfinder. Rahi disappear and Matau confused. Thought, Rahi fall back here to destroy Kini Nui. So, fast fly we come to aid. Are we to go on another adventure together? Something strange has happened in Anukoro. Minua says you should come there and quickly, but not on foot. Take Puku. She followed us all the way here. I think she has been looking for you. Yes. Here we go into what I believe is Program 9, if I count correctly. I can't dig the paper out right now, but Program 5 was Anukoro, so then Program 6 was Likoro, meaning that Program 7 was Kokoro, Program 8 was going to the Kini Nui and defending it, so then Program 9 would be this final part I'm doing now, where I go back to Anukoro. Yeah, and this was released December 15th of 2001. So, we're going to be... You couldn't do this until December. You can go into Anupu's hut, but I don't believe he's here, because he is at the Kini Nui. You are safe, Chronicler. That is good. The prophecies then are still truthful. They say Gali has called on you. There has been a disturbance in the Great Mine. The golden mask you discovered has disappeared, and a passage has opened there. My workers are too afraid to go near it. We believe it is another entrance to the Makuda's lair. It is your destiny to find the Toa, Chronicler. No matter what the outcome, I hope you have the courage to face it. Goodbye. Goodbye. Now, I must point out that the game, well, at least the 2006 version, I haven't actually tried. This is the first time I've played this version, so I haven't tried this out on this version, but it lets you go and get into Likoro. So Tepu will dig into Likoro if you have completed the Gnomon in the Sundial, the lava flow to the Lightstone puzzle. You have put the gear in the pump machine and pressed the button, and you have finished the mini game where you kick rocks at the pillars holding up the Nui Rama hive. Actually, it's Nui Jaga hive. Sorry, whatever the scorpion is called. It does not, though, keep you from going into Likoro. If you haven't talked to Anuwa after doing that ball-kicking minigame and getting the Pokoro Chisel. So this thing here. Pokoro Chisel. There's no check on that. But there is a check on that here. So you theoretically can get all the way here without getting the Pokoro Chisel. Then, if you click on this plus sign, nothing will happen. This is silly because once you get to here, there's no way to get out of Anuhoro besides here, and therefore you can't go back to Pokoro and get the Pokoro Chisel. Plus, I think Anuwa's dialogue changes because he has to do the whole, the whole message thing, and the whole, you pick up Hafu as whoever, the representative from Pokoro in the Chronicler's company. So I don't know even if you could talk to Anuwa, I don't know if you could actually get the chisel from him. So you end up with essentially a soft lock, and the game is unbeatable at this point because you don't have the chisel. So I don't know if that was intentional or unintentional. It intended to be this is a bonus, a bonus you get if you have the chisel. But it's annoying. Because it's really hard to debug why you can't go through here if you get here without the chisel. It stumped me for quite a bit when I was a child in 2006, and I eventually figured out what was going on, but as you can tell, because I'm saying it, but it was kind of stumping. Anyway. And now you get to see her physical appearance. So something you find in a lot of mystery games is the whole, you don't get to see what your player character looks like, and there's some secret hidden in that. However, when I first played MNOG, right, it was in 2006, and so I knew about Takua from being the character in the Mask of Light and eventually transforming into the Toa Takanuva. And so when I got to that point, I didn't know I was playing as Takua because I was playing MNOG essentially blind. It was revealed that it was Takua. I was like, oh, I'm Takua, right? It's this big reveal moment. However, if you were to play this in 2001, the only mention of Takua I know of you would have seen prior to this is in Quest for the Toa, or Tales of the Tahunga, the GBA game. And that would have come out in October 1st or 2nd, I forget. So in October of this year. And it would have costed probably around $30, which is the cost of I guess 4 Toa Mata sets. So it's like something you wouldn't. I don't know how many people actually bought. It probably seems like it's somewhat of a low volume product. And Takua is I'm nervous about going in here because it's kind of probably triggered the cutscene. The character design of Takua is just the default character design of your player character in Tales of the Toa. You can change it. And the name Takua is the default name. You can also change it. So basically, if you were to see that, you may think nothing, see your character's appearance, you might think nothing of it. You might think, oh, it's weird, he has like a yellow body and a blue mask. Or you might go, oh, that's the default color scheme of your player character from Quest for the Toa. But it may not seem like anything special because it's a default color scheme, an otherwise customizable color scheme. So that's all you'd really think about it if you saw it. Yeah, but retroactively, if you haven't played MNOG before, and then you play MNOG now, it's kind of this big aha. Now that more of the, at least up to the 2003 story of BIONICLE has been revealed. Anyway. Let's go to this famous part. Before going into there, I just ate, so my throat tends to be a bit clogged and phlegmy because I just ate. And I have to clear it, so I have to cough. Excuse me. Tuta, we have come. What?
I have been waiting for you.
Hold on a second. I gotta turn off the noise filter.
I have been waiting for you.
Nice synthesized bassoon. But you are?
I am that which you have sworn to protect.
Tahu, it's a trick. We must destroy him.
Destroy me. You cannot destroy me. No more can you destroy the sea, or the wind, or the void.
You are not like the sea. The sea bears life. The sea bore us.
I bore you, for I am nothing. And out of nothing you came, and into nothing that you will go. Oh, and it is into nothing that you will go. I stand with Mata Nui side by side. I am his brother. The people of the world are builders. But look into their hearts, and you will find that they have the power to destroy. I am that power. I am destruction. And I will destroy you.
But you are but a Tahunga.
Were you expecting something else? Something like this?
Our only hope is to work together. But what happened to the chronicler? Yeah, all these years and the ending of that still confuses me. It's like, so how exactly did the Toa just get sucked up out of the layer? Now we gotta do that, like, rather tedious and long conversation with Vekama at the end. Yeah, and that's that second instance of people, the people of the world are builders, but look into their hearts and you will see that they have the power to destroy. See, I think in the 2006 version they changed it to, but I can see into their hearts and I see they have the power to destroy. But I like the original better, though, by quite a lot. That, though, I think was supposed to be try to tie it into Lego somehow. That's why it says, like, the people, because it's actually double entendreing. I guess maybe that's a little bit too small of an instance to use that big word, but where it's trying to talk about, like, people in the real world in that moment. That's why they use people and why it makes sense that they do right there. Yeah, the whole thing with I think the Makuta voice in the Miramax films, they did some sort of effect on it, so that's not actually a natural human voice in any way. Although I practice closing my throat enough often to do the whole kind of subharmonic sound, I very often just kind of flow up and accidentally just so
like you gotta sing like that's a type of type and throat singing.
Anyway. So, you have surprised us again, Chronicler. We feared your courage led you to a final adventure. But it seems you may have many more in the future. You seem afraid. I know what you saw in that cave. Our prophecies said the Makuta's defeat would end our troubles. But the prophecies have changed. Something yet darker looms ahead of us. But for now, put these thoughts out of your mind. There are many reasons for the people of Mata Nui to rejoice. When we first met, you found my mask and my fire staff. I think that's supposed to be a reference to Quest for the Toa, but it's not accurate. You don't actually find Vekama's mask in Quest for the Toa. And indeed fulfilled quests for all the Turaga. You were thought to be an outcast. No Tahunga travels from village to village having adventures. The people of Takoro did not trust you, and feared your adventurous ways. They were certain it would bring us ill luck. But you have proven us all wrong, Takua. You stand like the Toa among Mata Nui's greatest heroes. Come, let us leave this windy beach, and return to the light and heart of Takoro. Light and heat of Takoro. Many friends await you there. The end. Ouch. I guess you can save them. Okay, interesting. Does that button work? Yeah, it does. Okay, that's weird. That does not work in the 2006 version, I'm pretty sure. Well, there you go. I don't have very much left to say about MNOG. It is what it is. It's been talked about way too much already. And hopefully, this will be the last time I'll ever record myself playing it, unless, yeah, they'll just put this one to rest. If you watch that me play MNOG again, a slightly different version this time, but MNOG nonetheless, very similar. Thank you for watching it. I've already got all the versions of The Legend of Mata Nui recorded. I think it's going to be the alpha in 3 parts with commentary, the beta 1 part with no commentary, rebuilt 1 part with commentary. They're not necessarily all edited and uploaded, but a couple of them are already uploaded, but they're all recorded. So that's what's coming next. So I'll Alt-Tab out of this and sign out.